Yo, welcome back to the video. Yo, you know what it is? It's crazy. Like, I never expected to be reaching this point. Like, I started reviewing Black Clover on this channel, I think around chapter 250, and now almost like 2 years later, it's chapter 300. Will change things. Ugh. I can't believe it, man. I cannot believe it. Anyway, guys, we're doing very good recently, so don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, notifications on. We have daily content this week leading up to chapter 300. We're going to surpass our limits, so let's just jump straight into it. Yo, jumping straight into it, the most important thing that I actually got from the official translations was this. Megicooler tells Noelle, this entire area is filled with my decaying world spell. No one can come save you. Even if they reached you, they would be helpless. Now, this has been a very big question, and I think this is kind of my fault because I've always been wondering, where is everyone else? Like, where is Noelle? Where is Dorothy? I mean, shouldn't have Asta caught up by now, but I think what this is trying to tell us is that Megicooler's decaying world spell is actually basically trapping them in like their own bubble, and they are undetectable. And if anyone even reaches them, it's pointless because Megicooler's attacks will just be completely cancelled. And Asta's the only one that could come, but obviously Decaying World is maybe hiding their presence. Like, we see a bit of the wall that's broken, but all we see is black, which means nobody can come in and out. Now, obviously, the chapter ends with Gaja's ultimate lightning magic, Apocalypse Astroza, which, ironically, I thought it would change it to Apocalypse Astroza, but official translations didn't. It is Apocalyppa. I'm not entirely too sure what Apocalyppa even means, but Decaying World apparently couldn't erase this life force attack. Now, we'll talk about that in a second, but after this attack, Gaja's attack went through the castle, and the black area that was shrouded in mist is now open. So, this is it. I know I've been saying this for weeks. I am high on copium, but this is it. The barrier is broken. Decaying World got stopped even for a moment. Noelle and Dorothy are coming next chapter. There is no more doubt in my mind. Obviously, the chapter ends with a shadow, which I originally thought was dust in the official translations, but is in the fan translations, but it's actually Megicooler's shadow, and ooh, she looks insane. Now, obviously, one thing that Gaja didn't hear from this conversation while Gaja was out fighting Lula Pichica is that Vonica and Lula Pichica need to die. And Gaja, it looks like, just incinerated Vonica. Like, Vonica is gone. Like, Vonica is dead. So, for the most part, Vonica is gone, which now means another 33, or I guess what, 25% of Megicooler is now complete. The form at the end of the chapter looks to be her manifesting her true form. It should be about 75% of her power. The last person left to die is Lula Pichica, which obviously I think it's finally time for Gaja. No, not Gaja. For Gordon. Gaja's dead. For Gordon to finally make an appearance, because now Megicooler is at 75% of her power. If Lula Pichica dies, then it's over. Megicooler is at 100% of her power, and nobody can stop her decaying world other than Asta, probably with anti-magic. But then again, we still don't exactly know how anti-magic affects curses, because remember when Asta was cursed and his arms were broken, Asta was unable to break that curse. So I still do believe anti-magic's one weakness, obviously other than physical weapons, is Megicooler with her curse magic. That's why I believe Noelle and Dorothy are the best person for this fight. But one thing that I want to focus on the most in this chapter is the fact that Gaja converts his very life into magic. We've never seen that happen before. Nobody has managed to convert their life force into magic. If anything, this actually gives us more reason to believe life force and magic are almost the same. Now, this does bring up some interesting questions, because Asta is immune to life force attacks. Like we saw it against Zagreid, Asta is immune to life force attacks. And because of that, Asta also has no magic. And now we know that life force is magic, or at least can be equated into magic. The fact that Asta has no life force explains why he has no magic. Now, why does Asta have no life force? I believe this chapter, if anything, definitely sets up my theory that Asta's father has to be an undead immortal, somebody with no life force, because Asta simply doesn't have magic and he's not affected by life force attacks. It simply means he doesn't have life force to begin with. That doesn't mean Asta is dead, it just means he has no life energy, which, I mean, a whole different topic. Go check out my Black Clover, Asta's father is a vampire video, because I definitely think this chapter definitely sets up that factor. Now, the thing at the end of the chapter with Megicula appearing, she does look a lot bigger, so I kind of am thinking that she was only in this Lolicula form, maybe because that she wasn't fully complete. She was only at 50% of her power. At the end of the chapter, after Vonika's death, she's now at 75% of her power, and it looks like she is bigger. Now, remember, devils are small. The twin devils were about Nokt's height, which is around 5'8" or 5'10", which is also another thing which I mentioned in a different video, that devils that are shown to be big are actually quite small, and dwarves who are known to be quite small are actually quite big, which once again points into Black Clover is very contradictory. Tabata is doing something very interesting in the sidelines that at the end of the day is gonna blow our mind. You should definitely go check out my yesterday's video that Tabata is a madman. I think I'm gonna do a part 2 to that video, but yeah, that's about it. Not much changed in this chapter. The life force thing was very, very interesting. Gaja killing Vonika, if anything, was worse, because I mean, now Megicula is at 75% of her power. We do see Megicula's exposed heart, and it looks like to be in her head. I definitely don't think she's dead, because that's definitely her at the end of the chapter. The wings are pretty obvious. Sadly, Gaja's Grimoire has disappeared, so at the end of the day, a toast, not sponsored by the way, a toast to my brother, Gaja. Peace.